that.
Action.
Action. Okay, I just bought this motorbike. That was very poorly thought out. Facebook for $50 and I've always wanted one of these. What?
I think you finished talking then.
We'll fix it in the editing studio. Just start videoing.
Take two.
Video. Yeah, we just found this. It popped up on Facebook for $50 and I've always wanted one. Pretty sure if there's any Americans and stuff watching this, they'll think $50 isn't that cheap. Some stuff like this seems to be really expensive in Australia. Like the $250 new, and people sell them for like $200. This one for $50 was pretty good. The guy said it was hanging in his man cave on the wall. We haven't done anything with it. We literally took it out of the car, went past the servo on the way here and bought a bottle of 2-stroke oil. It's got a picture of a motorbike on it, so I figured this is probably the best one. But it also says low smoke, which is not what I want. And then on the back, it also says not for use in chainsaws, and then recommended for use in steel chainsaws. So that's good. But yeah, first thing is I noticed is there's a wire hanging out here. There's another wire hanging out here. This is supposed to be a button and it's not. But I don't know. I guess we just put some petrol in it and see what happens. Okay, so pretty sure it turns. It turns over and air comes out the exhaust. So I guess that's a start. We'll just spray some it's got like the fuel tank's in this, which is sort of broken, but the fuel tank part's not broken. But I think we'll try and spray some starting fluid down the fuel pipe, I guess. This is just going to catch fire. Yeah, because the ignition and stuff's all broken, I don't think it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. Okay, I think we're going to have to figure out what this button was supposed to be. Probably a kill switch of some description. And saying that, I wonder if these are just supposed to join together. It would help if I opened the tap here for the fuel as well. Right, let's try joining these two wires together and then see what happens. Right, also noticed that the last couple of videos I put up, my audio has been really bad because in the shed here it's really echoey, so this is a new microphone that I got from Nick for Christmas. Hopefully that improves things. So I'm just going to join these two wires together. I don't know, they're the only two loose wires I can see, so hopefully joining them together does something. But that's not doing anything. I think we need to spray some starting stuff into like the air intake, not into the fuel line. So air intake's under here. Oh, does this tip over? Is it going to have oil come out of it? No, it shouldn't do. Oh, here we go. Hopefully I don't start this and it just like goes straight to like rev limiter and takes off. Uh-oh. Damn it. Okay, Allen keys. Okay, I was undoing the case and it wound itself back up, so we'll just leave the case on, semi-unscrewed for now. What we probably should do is see if we're getting like a spark from this. So we'll find something to jam in there. This is going to need more than one person to hold. Alright, you're going to have to put the camera down, Sean, and help me with this. So we just tested like the spark by putting the screwdriver in the lead into the frame. We couldn't see any spark, but it's sort of hard because the whole bike's like moving around while you're pulling the cord. But I'm just going to take this cover off and see like what the electronics look like. It really shouldn't have much electrics wise, but so our pull starter's in the top here. The pull starter's part of that little case, so that's that. So it looks like this wire just comes straight off the coil and straight to here, and then this goes like this, just hangs off what was a button here. So I might just Google, see if I can get like a wiring diagram for one of these little bikes, because it's got one wire, so it probably can't be that complicated. Okay, so we pulled, I already forget whether we videoed it with that on or off, and under there is one wire, and that was it. So I looked up what the wiring diagram is, and if you ground this, the bike stops, and when it's running it should just be open, so that's fine. Sean put his finger in the end of the thing and got zapped, so it's got some kind of spark. We also discovered there's a choke down here, so we'll choke to off, and I guess we'll just try and start it again. I reckon more starting fluid. Pretty sure this is the air intake down here, isn't it? I've got a good feeling about this one. You ready? 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 Damn it. Are you sure that it's choke open is
You try to choke
for
close.
starting. We'll put it halfway. Let's put it in the middle because I'm not sure whether open or closed is what you want. Oh, that sounded like something again. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I reckon put the foot peg back on and then
Chuck a fuel tank on it.
yeah, put the fuel tank on it. This fuel tank is made out of the same stuff as the body. It's like, pretty sure if I drop this, it's going to shatter like a piece of glass. So that's reassuring. First time you crash this, fuel's going to go everywhere. Oh, and the nipple that the fuel line goes onto. Oh, hang on a second. Hey. Right, that's secure. Right, I'll get some cable ties. Give me a second. What's going on with this cable tie? Oh, I'm putting it on backwards. Right, so how much two-stroke oil do you reckon we put in it?
I feel like it's 40-1, but I would Google it.
On the back it only says mix as per manufacturer's recommendation, so let's Google it. Mini bike two-stroke mix. So let's get like a little paint cup and mix it, measure it with that. What's that? That's like 250. We're going to have to move this away from here to start it because there's a lot of fuel going on the ground. Another 200, far out. This is hard to like pour.
Mix two-stroke oil in with this with like a stick.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was just going to put it on and shake the whole bike to mix it. 10 millilitres. That's like 20 millilitres. Whoops. That'll be right. I'm sure a bit extra is like fine. Alrighty, now let's see what happens.
You take it outside?
Yeah, we should probably take it outside. Oh, I was going to like spark and set the ground on fire. It'll like start and it'll just go meow out of my hands. I think it's going to take a while to like...
Is the fuel tap on?
Yeah, the fuel tap's on. I think it'll take a while to get the fuel like through into the carby because it's probably been sitting... Like the guy we bought it off said it was sitting on his like wall hanging upright for years, so I assume all the fuel's like drained backwards out of the carby. Alright, let's try the choke all the way down. All the way up.
There we go.
Yeah. So what I might do is blow
Compressed air.
No, just blow into it. Try like force some fuel down. Like vertical on the tap has to be on. Like that's, oh, there's fuel leaking out of it.
Is that?
The fuel's coming out of like that little drain tube thing. What does that mean?
The carby might be fucked.
Is that what it means?
Well, it started going a lot more when you breathe.
But isn't that like the breather for the bowl or something? It's leaking fuel out of this little tube under here. And the tube comes from this... it's hard to see. It's like this. Whoa, it's dark. Turn it around. That'll do. The tube comes out of the carby like here and then down and just onto the ground. I think that's like the overflow for the bowl or something. We'll keep trying to start it and see what happens. Whoa!
Hey!
Let's go half choke. Just wait for a second. Alright. I'm sweating so much.
That's first drive now.
Yeah, it moved a tiny bit.
Hey!
It's definitely going to work.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure it's just running off the starting fluid. Oh, I'm so dead. Ah, shit. Oh, I knew that'd happen. I could see it starting to fray at the bottom. Yay. Ah, man, I'm sweating so much. Alright, let's unscrew the cover and try and wind a new one around it. I'm like dripping in sweat trying to start this. Sean's gone home. The pull cable snapped, so I'll try and feed the cable back through and tie a knot in it again. Then we'll keep trying. If not, I'll probably just put the drill onto here and like turn it over with the drill, see if that works. Oh, we're gonna be way too slow to actually catch this on video. It's too hot for running around. Because I'm in an industrial area, there's like always people doing burnouts and stuff. I don't know if you could even hear that on the camera. Got the pull cord threaded back through and tied off again. It's going to be a bit shorter now, but we'll see how we go. We're back. Part of the issue is this hole where the string comes out, it's like super flogged out. So I think it's going to keep wearing through the pull cord, but we'll work with what we've got. Maybe find some better cord tomorrow or get the drill onto it. Ah, come on. As soon as I start cranking it starts pouring fuel out of the bottom here, which is like probably not supposed to happen. Why has that stopped working now? We poke it with something? I need something thinner to poke it with. As soon as I picked this up, I was thinking it's either going to be an electrical problem or the pull start's going to keep breaking. Because remember on the petrol remote control car I had, everything on it worked, and the pull start would just constantly flog out and cause problems. Last time I just loosened these off a bit and the pull cord wound back up, so we'll see if it does that again. Plus it's like almost 11 o'clock and I have to be at work at like 6 o'clock tomorrow, so probably shouldn't spend too much time stuffing around with this. It's just so exciting. Okay, so there's something broken in the pull starter because you could turn this before and wind back up, now it doesn't, so should have a socket that will fit on this little nut. Unfortunately this nut's kind of small, which isn't ideal, but it should work for our purposes. So I cut my finger and the fuel's going in it, and oh no, it's a splinter. So I can tell by looking at the flywheel here, these like little ramped pieces on it, that the pull start obviously pushes on this side and then slips over this way, like it's a ramp. So I know to start the engine we have to turn it that direction. There's also a lot of fuel coming out of it. A lot of people are saying if there's fuel pouring out like that, it means the float's stuck in the carby. And I was saying giving it a tap with a screwdriver can fix it, so surely a tap with a hammer will better fix it. Okay, so we're rounding that nut off, so that's not helpful either. I think we might not get this running today, which is disappointing. I already tried to undo this screw in the starter, and it won't. I can't get the screw undone. That screw is starting to round off, so I don't want to go any further with that. Okay, so I've pulled this apart. I don't know what was wrong with it. I think the spring just came unhooked, so I hooked the spring back on. That works now. I'm just going to pull the bowl off the bottom of the carby and see if I can like unstick the float or something. See if we can stop it leaking fuel everywhere. This is going to be like full of fuel. I've turned the fuel tap off, so it should stop the fuel from the tank like all draining out. Apparently that's not the drain, that's carby bowl. This is the carby bowl up here. Oh, fuel coming over. Actually I should put all this in a cup instead. Hopefully this holds all the answers within. Oh, I'm very petrol-y. Something just fell out of the end of this. Where did it go? Over there. Oh, so I guess that's the float, and this is the carb. and this piece is supposed to like move. Wow, there's a lot of pins and stuff falling out of this. Okay, this was a bad idea. So this is like, oh my god, everything's falling out. Okay. This has come out. Well, whatever that is has come out. Okay, there's bits falling on the ground. Okay, this is like the little thing that pushes the float. This is the little needle that's supposed to like stick in a hole and stop fuel going everywhere. And people say that these get stuck. So let's just try and like stack these bits back in, but there's going to be petrol going everywhere. If I tipped this up vertically, this would be a lot easier. But if I tip it vertically, all the fuel's going to come out. So let's just struggle along by doing this. Normally, if you're going to pull a carby apart, I think customary to take it off the bike as well. Where'd the pliers go? Okay, the little pins in there. This just like goes on there and pushes that, which is supposed to like once the level in the bowl here fills up with fuel, this float's supposed to float up and push that little pin into the hole to stop the carby filling up. And if that pin is stuck, it just keeps filling up and starts pouring out this overflow tube, which is what this one seems to be doing. Also, if you shake this and it's full of fuel, it means it's sunk, that's why it's not floating, but it doesn't sound full of fuel. So I guess we'll just whack it back on, see if we've improved anything by pulling it off and putting it back together. Also, that's why you can't put carbies on World War II airplanes don't work properly, because if that thing is upside down, like in an airplane, it's no longer a float, it's floating, but it's floating in like down in the wrong direction if the plane's upside down and the engine doesn't work anymore. So put this cover back on and see what happens. So I've done something funny with the pull starter and it doesn't quite wind all the way back up now, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. See if fuel pours out again. So the bowl, now the valve's open for the fuel, the bowl will be filling up. The bowl, if it starts pouring out, then we haven't fixed it. It looks like fuel's starting to come out, so that's still broken. Cool. Falling over. This like isn't winding back up properly anymore. I wish the pull starter would wind up a bit better. Cut him out. Come on. There's somebody else here. It's annoying you can't just like roll it along to get it to start. Just turn up the pull starter again. AG's flexing with his electric reliability. You just turn it on and it goes.
It doesn't actually produce much light in front of me, just it produced a little light this way.
I think it's mainly a light so other cars can see you, not so you can actually see where you're going. I don't know what temp this is. At this point, I've lost count. At this point, I'd just be happy to hear it fire again so I can go home knowing that it's going to at least sort of work. Got a little bit of a kick out of it there. Come on, pull cord. Don't give up on me. I wish this had like a stand so I didn't have to like hold it down while I was trying to start it. Yes! 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 Come on! I gave it a little bit of throttle then and it worked. That's it. I moved, it works. I declare it to work. Yes, that's awesome. Right, let's get it to start again, and this time we'll turn the choke in a different direction. Let's put the choke all the way up and see if it'll move under its own power a bit easier. Choke worked better in the other direction. Yes. That's awesome. If this isn't one of the best spends of 50 bucks, then I don't know what is. I just wish the pull stick thing cord would roll back up. It's starting to burn the crap out of my bum because I'm sitting on the exhaust. Alright, I think I'm going to call it at that for the night. That was supposed to be a skid, but the back brake doesn't work very well. There's one thing I have to do to this, and then I'm done for the night. This sticker is way too big. Let's put it over to this side so the bit with the car on it isn't the bit that like falls off. Should have like checked the size of this before I stuck it on here. Anyway, if you want one of these like Connoissev drift car stickers of my Prelude, I'll put the link in the description. They're like $2 or something. But yeah, that's rad. It's going to be heaps fun to have hanging around the shed. I'll have to put the body back on it. Maybe I'll do another video fabbing up like an aluminium fairing like an old race bike or something. But sick. See you on the next video. Like, subscribe, etc. Blah blah YouTube stuff. Jake Paul. Goodbye. So after riding the bike around last night and watching the video, I decided you couldn't see anything because it was dark. So we're back this morning, see if it still works, give it a few proper runs around the car park for once. Now that I look at it, there's not much petrol actually left in that tank. But we'll see how we go. Wait.
That's one thing people do, put in mud filter.
It makes so much noise considering how slow it goes. Oh no, I broke the screen on the GoPro. RIP GoPro lens. No. Oops. That was one wheelie too many.